Can you imagine a coin that was struck almost 3 million for circulation, and yet only two exist today? We're going to talk about that coin, but we're also going to talk about some other really rare coins, and some of them only one example exists today. We're going to focus on coins that were intended for circulation only. I know there was a lot of proofs out there that are rare and only known for a certain amount, but these coins were supposed to be spent, basically just made for circulation, and yet somehow there's only one or two that exists up to today. So who knows? One of these may be somewhere hidden, and maybe another one will be discovered in the future. So we're going to talk about that, so stay tuned. So before we get started on these ultra rare coins that was intended for circulation, here is my website, portsmouthcoinshop.com, and I want to let everyone know that we do have auctions up. And I might put a few more up before the weekend, but we have a 1938 proof set, and the nickel is an FS402. It's actually re-engraved on first dies. And then we have a really nice 57 set and 81S. So if you get a chance, come over here and check out portsmouthcoinshop.com. Okay, let's get started. So first on the list is a 1854S $5 gold half eagle called $5. Here's where the mint mark is on these. And mintage was 268, but only two are known to exist. And they are worth up to $3.5 million. Now, there's going to be someone, if it hasn't already happened, going to create fakes of some of these. So you really have to be careful. Like I said, this is a regular strike, just intended for circulation. And the only two that exist, one of them is extra fine 45 and one of them is AU 58. So they probably, the mintage just circulated enough and they just don't exist anymore. No one put any of them back or thought of saving them like some of the others. Then here's the 1861 Pacquiao. It's the reverse that has tall letters and a thin rim. Now these, there's one of them that I mentioned here in my intro, 2.9 million, almost 3 million here minted, and only two are known to exist, and worth up to $8 million. 61's worth 2.5, and what it's sold for in the past. Let's put it that way. And what it is he was Pacquiao was an actual engraver for the mint, and he just liked the tall letters and then the thinner rim. But it was agreed that these would not stand up to circulation very well, and they canceled this design. Well, it was too late because it already minted a bunch and it had already been released into circulation. But that's a extremely rare coin, only two left. So maybe they were correct because they didn't last or they were melted, who knows. And then a little surprise. I mean, this was a 1944S steel cent. And they weren't really intended to be struck on a steel planchet, but still yet these coins were intended for circulation. I mean, no one ever thought that these planchets would loosen up in the bends and get struck by dies intended for the copper planchets, but there's only two of these known. So that's only for the 44S. Only two. There are more known of the others. You got the 44 and the 44D, but just the 44S. And there's a lot of fakes out there, guys. I see a lot of fakes. So basically that's your, two coins known in existence. And I know, like I said, there's proofs out there. There's other restrikes and things like that are really rare, and I haven't covered those. But these are business strike coins, coins that were just regular strikes. So here's an 1870S, and this is a half dime, okay? And here is where the mint mark is on these, right here. Only one of these are known. It says mintage 1 worth, $2 million. It was graded mint state 64. Hard to believe it's not going to be worth more than that if it came up for auction again. But you can see in 74 it sold for $661,250 in NGC. And I don't know, like I said, a lot of people buy one of these in an NGC holder, they send it off and have it graded by PCGS, and that happens a lot. So only one known of the 1870S half dime. Then we have the 1873cc one dime. Okay, this is the no arrows. That's very important. All these little details, because they change the designs, they change the compositions or thickness of the planchets, and that signifies if it has arrows or not. That's why they added arrows. So on this one here, $2.2 million in a mint state 65. And you can see back in 99, one sold for 632,500. And another one in 812 of 1.8. So this one's going up in value, but there's only one. So it's not like you can go out there and just buy a few of them. But the thing here is, look at this. The mintage was 12,400. Now we just looked at seeded dollars in another video, and you saw the low mintages. Well, there's only one of these in existence. They circulated, and this is the thing. You never know. Metal detecting. You'd want to be out in Nevada, probably in that area where these circulated the most. In an old town, a western town, people abandoned maybe, there might be one of these somewhere. I know it's wishful thinking, it's like winning the lottery, but that's what makes this fun. The excitement of maybe finding something like this. No one's done it. I mean, it's been a long time. Now, it's thought that all of these were melted, except for the one. And the rest, some of them were, assayed at the commission there in Philadelphia. And maybe none of them ever circulated. It would be hard to believe. I mean, that they were all melted. I guess it's possible. Then we have a 1870S $3 regular strike. And by the way, we're on CoinFacts and PCGS Price Guide here. Probably one of the best sites for me. I love this site. It has the images you need. It has the information that you need. I use this plus the Red Book, and I'll use NGC sometimes, and Heritage and Stacks. And I have my own website where I've done some research, and just all these different resources. It's just fun. It's fun to look up all this stuff, and it's exciting. So this here is 1870S $3 gold. Like I said, there's only one known. That's the mintage, according to PCGS, and $5 million. And it was extra 540. Then here we are, right back to the Lincoln cent, the 1943 D bronze. Okay, these are all supposed to be struck on a steel planchet, copper planchets from 1942, stuck in the bins and got jarred loose, and then they got into the bins and got struck. Now, this is important. It's a 43D. Has to have that D mint mark, and there's only one known. That's it. Only one of them are known on this copper planchet. Is there more out there? Probably not, but like I said, the thrill of the hunt. So we're talking about over $1 million. Probably, I mean, this one, it sold for $840,000 in 64 recently. So maybe it's not worth this much anymore, but a unique cent. I mean, Lincoln cents are right there. And one of the most popular, probably the most collected coins there is. And here's the unique example. And a copper 1943 cent with a D mint mark or S mint mark or no mint mark, which would be Philadelphia. I see fakes of these more than anything. Constantly. I mean, I'll see one posted on our forum at least, once or twice a year. And right here on eCrater, you can buy one. This is a 1943D. It's copper, but it's fake. It's not authentic. There's only one known, and that's very important to note. So there you have it. Some of the most rare coins the U.S. ever minted, and the most rare coins minted for circulation or intended to be a regular strike. Really, some of them, like I said, the bronze cent and 43, and then the steel 44S, those weren't intended to be struck at all, but accidental, but still regular strikes. So thanks for watching my latest video. Please like, share, and comment, and I hope somebody really finds an authentic version of one of these coins. Go over to my Coin Help You community and you can post an image of it or whatever. But yeah, that would be great to see somebody watch this video and actually go out there in the wild and find something. That would be really cool. So with that, have a great day.